Thus, not only will the same amount of land be able to feed more people, but each of them with less labour will be employed more productively and will be able to satisfy his needs better. Great Britain dominated the flow of trade, finance, and information into the world. This agricultural revolution went from the 17th to the 19th century. There was a drastic increase in farming productivity in Britain during this period. This led to a vast population increase, and more people moved out from the countryside and into towns and cities. New farming techniques developed, and new inventions such as reapers and tulsi drills. Britain's agricultural output was twice that of every other country in Europe by the 1850s. The potato was an important food product introduced into the humid cool regions of Europe from Ireland to Russia. It produced 2 to 3 times more food than wheat, rye, and oat crops. Farmers could also drain and improve the soil, introduce crop rotation, and breed better livestock. Since many sharecroppers could turn into farm labourers, many moved to the cities to find work. In Britain, there were mainly large estates dominated by aristocratic landowners who had increased wealth and political influence. You have to be very rich or very poor to live without trade in the world. The population growth in Britain was due to a larger food supply and the growth of trade, as well as local trade in traditional goods and services, and products like sugar, tea, cotton, textiles, iron, hardware, and pottery came from other parts of the world. These products required extensive networks of shipping and finance. Great Britain exported goods such as guns, hardware, clocks, tools, and crafts. It had mining and metal industries and the largest merchant marine in all of Europe. Britain produced more ships, naval supplies, and navigation instruments than other countries. Great Britain had good water transportation and a unified internal market that encouraged regional specialization like tin mining and cotton manufacturing. Britain became highly commercial and actively traded with regions like the Americas, West Africa, the Middle East, and India. Since continental Europe went through a period of revolutions and wars between 1789 to 1815, trade with Britain was interrupted. However, Western Europe became more open to business and free enterprises because of the changes the revolution caused. In Great Britain, 1/4 of national wealth was overseas. Every reform, however necessary, will by weak minds be carried to an excess that itself will need reforming. Cotton cloth was Britain's first industry. The English were inventive in creating large textile mills powered by steam engines. The Industrial Revolution in Britain influenced other nations in continental Europe to make many advances in manufacturing and industry. There were increased interactions between scientists, technicians, and business people, and access to fossil fuels, a source of cheap energy. The steam engine was the first machine to transform fossil fuel into mechanical energy. It was fueled primarily by coal. Britain installed water wheels and began a textile manufacturing industry. The development of machine tools allowed many manufacturing industries to grow. In the 18th century, textile manufacturing was based mainly on wool. Innovations such as the spinning wheel and hand loom helped start this revolution. Cotton became Britain's most important export. Other inventions such as the roller spinning machine and the flyer and bobbin system for drawing wool were patented in Great Britain because of its economic, political, and social stability. Great Britain became the leader in the Industrial Revolution.